Hey, Carrie. How are you? Yes, ma'am. I do have memberships. Somebody gifted you one, I think, in our last live. That's why you got that blue star next to you. And if I understand your question. There we are. There we are. Live and direct, like superstars. Wonders things here and there because Um, I don't know. I guess you'd have to. I guess you'd have to go to my profile. I'm not 100% sure. To be honest with you, I am. I've been monetized for like a month, maybe two. So I'm not 100% sure how all of it breaks down exactly. But I do have different membership packages, I believe. But I don't have, I think I've got one member in a higher bracket. That's actually who I'm making the violin for. Ship that out. But I do very much appreciate the sentiment and the effort. But so far, you can just about everything I'm doing, or everything that I've done at least, with this current membership that you have there. So, you're really probably getting the most bang for your buck right now. But you could always contribute to the channel or donate a membership to someone else if you'd like. If the matter is a matter of support, which I appreciate. But as a matter of benefit, you're top tier right now. Right now. Bruce Wayne! How you doing? How you doing? How's everybody? Alright. First thing we're going to do today is figure out how to get our bow tie a little more sophisticated. Now, in terms of its functionality, its usability. So, I've got some ideas, fairly simple ideas, but I need them to be functional, repeatable, and not a hassle because this is going to be a piece that I'm going to wear for sure. So, I want to make sure I'm happy with it. Lincoln Abel says, nice dress scene. Thank you. Carrie, so you have a story. Let's hear it. I love a good story. So what I'm going to do, Kerry loads his story up, is You start bending this copper. Really soft metal, so it's pretty malleable. And what I want to do is start on one side, about midways, go around with some tension, right? Because I want it to clamp kind of down, boom, like that. But then I wanted to do it all the way around onto the other side, right? So I'm going to hit it again. And then you see where I got that bend, I'm going to go just tight inside of it so it'll have some more pressure on it. And kind of prototypey, so you know it might not be all sophisticated just yet. So Carrie says, I was supporting another channel and was paying it monthly, but I had to reorder my card because I lost the one that I used to pay it. But it never occurred to me, and when I logged onto their lives, now they totally ignore me. Oh, that is weak sauce. Well, I'm sorry that that happened. It's no fun to realize that. I mean, everybody's. I don't know. It's weird because everybody who's doing this to the level where they've got memberships and stuff probably is trying to make some bread from it. So there's a part of me that goes, oh no, you know. But I just don't believe in changing up on people like that. I don't think that anybody's membership or subscription, these are very incremental little things. It's not like, you know, it's not like somebody canceled a major contract on you. I don't know. That sounds not fun. I mean, we're all human beings at the end of the day, and we all want to be in what I would call like safe space, right? And without that, I guess it doesn't feel all that authentic. And I guess maybe some people are dealing with the whole YouTube thing like I just don't know. I don't know. It seems too personal to me is what I'm saying. It seems too personal, I don't know. That would hurt my feelings. I know that. It would, personally, it would hurt my feelings. You know, and men get our feelings hurt and we express it in different ways, but usually when two men are mad at each other, somebody hurt someone's feelings. And I would think that somebody who would be worth you actually spending your money, I don't think how they treat you should change. Now, in the chat, historically, if something gets channel gets very big, the chat moves very fast, and people do super chats and small donations just to make sure their comment is read, something like that. And sometimes they just miss anybody else's comment. And that's just me giving the benefit of the doubt. But I don't know the situation personally. For you to say that, actually, I would have to say there's got to be something to it. There's got to be something to it. And generally, the simplest, generally speaking, this is with me knowing nothing at all. Generally, the simplest to answer is the most likely one. And I guess you're the one who can know all the variables, so your conclusion would be the most trustworthy. Is it accurate? Yeah, you didn't say somebody was mean to me. You said I'm ignored. That's pretty clear. As I ignore my chat. Hey everybody. Sorry. Okay. Seems terrible to me. Hey, Miss Heather B. Thank you for the color combo. She was paying a dub a month and happily so, and then they fronted on her when the well dried up, even if it were by happenstance. Wax sauce is all I can say about that. Wax sauce. Put my dub on a chicken sandwich next time. Boring God DIY. I love that name, but I don't. Yeah, I love that name. It's a good representation of chillaxability and coolosity. So here I am pressing this, and I think I'm realizing that how I want to pinch that, I can't with what I got here. And like my tools that are good at wires and stuff are not the cleanest tools. You know what I'm saying? These are, yeah, that's not bad. So from this side, that's not bad, right? What do you think? Does that look stupid before I do another? Does it look less refined? Because our intention is refinement. We don't want to look like we're patching wire on this thing. Oh, they jumped around you. See, that was intentional. Look jerk. Vested. GK1000. That's right. I'm zesty in this mother. Yeah. Call me what you want, but don't call me for money. Oh, snap. Carrie just put me on to some bread. Oh, wow. Thank you, Carrie. Holy smokes. Just means more for others that appreciate it. Oh, that was awesome. I think that's probably one of the biggest contributions I've ever gotten to my channel in my monetization. Listen. Buddy think I'm zesty now. I start dancing and get some money. I got free money. Why would I not dance? Why would I not dance for you? Where am I from? I'm sorry, I can't read your name. But I'm from High Point, North Carolina. I am currently in Douglasville, Georgia, which is next to Atlanta, Georgia. Orami says, greetings and salutations, Westheads. Greetings and salutations. Did you say that like, oh my God, I'm forgetting his name. Christian Slater. Oh man. I think he was a kid like emulating Jack Nicholson. Right back there. Yes, DIY. That is copper. Carrie came in here and showed off on me. Thank you, Heather B, for celebrating her digitally for me. Oh. Says she'll just take her philanthropy elsewhere. Hey, it's your choice. It's your choice. And I appreciate your contribution to what I'm doing over here. I got so many change-ups coming. Not really change-ups, but I'm trying to redevelop, put some things in motion here. You know, oh jeez, I'm so bad with names too. Boring Guy DIY, whose channel is awesome. One of my very favorites. alongside Dad's workshop, which is Calvin and Miss Heather, who is present in here today. What the frick was I? Oh! I am going to count on you for your honesty on this as I go forward with this piece right here, because that guy has an eye for detail. He has an eye for detail, and like he is definitely better than me at those builds, just next level, just tight good work. But I'm gonna need him to take a look at this and let me know if I look bootleg or not, because the plight of the artist is, by the time you've gotten used to looking at it, it doesn't feel magical to you anymore. And now I'm trying to develop utilitarian. Right? And I'm trying to develop that, and I don't want it to look bad, and I don't want to be like, oh yeah, I did it, but I didn't do it because it looks stupid. You know what I mean? Miss Heather B is over there partnered with a woodworker. She probably got the same kind of eyes. She probably tell Calvin if he's got something whack going on. He's consistently showing up with dope shirts, so that's a sign of your woman when your outfit's nice. Eco Wood Crafts, how you doing? Throwing the deuces up. Hello, Albert from Brazil. How are you? Hey. Eco Wood Crafts. Well, Rami and Raquel said hi. I missed it, Raquel. I apologize. I was so blown away by my generous gift that I ignored a little bit of it for a little bit. CJ Craft, what it is. I hope I didn't get anybody. Let me know. If I did miss you, say something else. Say something else. I double, triple dog dare you, and I'd shout you out. Greetings from Scotland. This is intrigue. Oh, let me stop doing that. Sometimes I try to do a Scottish accent, and it turns out a little bit Irish and super fake, because it is. And then I offend people of that culture, and so let me stop doing that. I apologize. So, if we've got it like this, and that's okay on this side, now we got to figure out, because these can pop on, pop off. That'll be pretty easy to figure out. But I got to figure out how to get something through that, right, around my neck, back to that side again. Fabric, that would be easy, but also, I wonder, let me see if I got it. If this right here does anything for that, right? Because I got some scrap already cut. This stuff's pretty strong. You go around your neck pretty easily. And one weirdo thing about me is I don't really like stuff on my neck tight. I'm like women with shoes on that one, right? I don't really like it. It's not very comfortable for me. I'll tolerate it for the right neck piece. You know what I mean? Like how women are with shoes. England, the UK, and Scotland in this piece, and Brazil is in this. Man, welcome to the chat. Feel free to kick it. I almost forgot. Carrie is from across the pond too. Carrie, where you at again? Where are you at? He says in his poor American accent. Keisty man. Just casual international appeal. No big deal. LOL. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm a sophisticated man. And all my friends are all over the world. I don't know why I'm going to say it like that. But I am. So I'm going to, again, I'm going to go the path of simplest, easiest, peasiest way to do these things. Okay, by the way, I'll have you a tracking number by tomorrow. By tomorrow, tomorrow, I love you tomorrow. Have y'all pretty low watching The Last Jedi? Oh, The Last Jedi. Oh yeah, that's cool. That's good television. Can y'all believe I'm so old? How old are you? I'm so old. I watched the first Star Wars in theaters. Yup. Yup. I don't know how we ended up watching it on it was like a field trip. It was my whole class went. Just threw us on a bus. Maybe somebody was an enthusiast and was like, probably lost their job. I'm taking these kids to see Star Wars. We were probably kidnapped and didn't know it. So a bus full of children going to see Star Wars. Carrie says, Washington State. You know that I am so ignorant, right? My kids told me yesterday. We were watching something, and they said they mentioned the Oregon coast, and it blew my mind. I never thought of Oregon as on the coast. I don't know why I thought California and Washington was it. And I was like, in Mexico. That's it. That's all I thought it was. I was wrong. Well, Rami says some folks need to smash that like button. Maybe they're just sick of me, man. Maybe they're just sick of me. And I guess that's their right. You know what I'm saying? They can be sick of me. Like, I'm just here to see if this dude has dad jokes or not. You know what I'm saying? You know me, I go into my own head, clear this whole room out. Like a drunken uncle ruining the barbecue. What about last summer, Cheryl? He says he's gonna leave him. Bruh. He says he's gonna leave him. Okay. So I got a couple little loops back here. And it's got some elasticity. Let's see if it will say. I can't even see it this way. I'm gonna have to flip you around and then do the flippity flop cam on myself. Tune. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. No, I don't have the top button. Got a top button. Pardon me, it seems my neck is a little thick. Good. Just for it to hang low. Ugh. All right, let's fix it. This is the world's easiest fix right here. Take me a little loop in the back and just wrap it around. Whew. That's it. I have utilized a lot of space. It's going to have some slack. It's going to have a little give. Right? But it's going to go on. Boom. You just tuck it. And it's not adding any tension. I remember in college when I used to try to tie a cherry stem in a knot. Side note on Oregon, Abraham Lincoln was offered a statehood governorship if he wouldn't run for president. Oh yeah? I do believe he said hard pass. This is quite the sophisticated chat. We're getting both cash donations and some serious lessons on geography, history, of presidents, and sophisticated bowtiery. Maybe a pinky ring shall complete our circumstance today. Or perhaps a watch, also made of wood. Not my benefactor, but the other garments, yes, indeed. CJ Crafts, how you doing? Heather says, I recently had a moment like that when my cousin moved to Denver, and I was like, wait, where's Colorado? I had associated it with Carrie's neck of the woods for some reason. Yeah. It feels like it's people who are on the East Coast only really know about the East Coast and California. That's it. That's how we look at the rest of the world, the rest of the U.S. That's how we look at it. Anyway, let's get to some woodworking. You're here for this, not for me. Not for me. We did get the necktie right. Yeah. Oh. What can I do to make this? I think I might need to figure out a better way to tighten this back here. Let's solve this problem before we move on. Yeah, Wes, cut it out. There's no shortcuts in this life. Scoop Doobie says, pardon me, Wes. Do you have some grapefruit bar? No, chap, but perhaps some Altoids would suit you for the moment until you can get a proper sandwich accessory. Scoop Doobie is hilarious. Heather says, promo shoots. Great men blaze their own trail, says Arami. Indeed. Indeed. I, too, was offered the presidency once, and I turned it down. I said, no. No. Nope. This Boy Scout troop will have to be governed by someone older than me. 11 years old, for crying out loud. I gave up my presidency of the Boy Scout troop, number 187. Compton's finest. Yay. Good chaps. I hated to waste them. Scoop Doobie says, hey Heather, what's up? Jeffrey says, for president. Hey, I might as well. I'm taking donations. I just got a donation. There's philanthropy going on in here tonight. Jack. Oh, did that work? Did that make What are we doing here? I feel wild dressing in front of her. You gotta see this. You gotta know it's real. We're gonna make it through this whole time, pinky ringing, neck piecing it, keeping it woodsman-like. Pip, pip. Ann says we can't hear you well. Let me see if I can flip the accessory to my earpiecer. One more. Thank you, Ann. How does that? Does that work out at all? Jeffrey, thank you. Pinky ring has also got a hold of the heart mallet. Miss Heather, I believe your point is worth taking. And a heart mallet and a bow tattoo, yeah. West of it. Good night, everybody. Just kidding. Rami says, dang brother, looking good. Hey man, look. I am just a poor man making accessories from trees in my backyard so I can look like a rich man. I'm just kidding. Yeah, my tie matches, I did do that part on purpose a little bit. But yeah, the copper worked out. This doesn't look bad. I like that. I like the copper. I like the copper. It almost fell. Baby Kisses says snazzy. Thanks. Heather B says that's awesome, Scoop Doobie. Because she's on vacay. Violin Royalty says very nice. Thank y'all. Violin Royalty. You and I have business to attend to, sir. First, I need you to send me a email to West Does It Here at Gmail. And just title it, that it's you, Violin Royalty. And then send me whatever information you'd like to send me for me to send this off to you. Wait. I got it all backwards. That's how much I know. That's how much I know. Okay, cool, thanks. Awesome. Subscribed in Canada. Great night, sir. Thank you, Jeffrey. Have a great night. I did it all backwards. I was holding the violin. I can't even hold a mini violin right. Shameful. Shameful. He says I will. Scoob Doobie says that is great, Wes. That was horrible. I was terrible at the violin. Linen. I can't make that connection really, but I tried. It wasn't the right thing to do. But I realized it too late. Once you're in on a joke, you're in on it. You gotta carry it out. And if they're your true friends, they'll just ride with you. Late night. Copper Road. So listen, is the sound okay? Violin Royalty says, sorry, been remodeling my house. Good for you. You're keeping my brothers busy. That's what's up. Love it. Love it. What are you doing in the house? What are you doing in the house? Or are you DIYing? I know you did some drywalling. The ring and tie so beautifully. Great work. Thank you. Sounds good. Thank you. Drywall took forever. Yeah. Drywall takes forever. Good drywall takes forever. It really does. But how did it turn out? Did it turn out good? Let's see what we got here. We're going to put a couple of sandables together because we got this other ring, right? We're going to make a different kind of ring. We're going to make something that can sit up top, so to speak, be a little heavier up here and a little smoother down there. So we're going to do a little work on that. Dry and built a clay room. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, you built a clay room? Word. Dope. Dope. It deserved a chuckle, a little violin. Yeah. That's going to be a joke that you're going to get to carry around with you every day, violin royalty. I'm sure by now you're aware of that. But I think it's going to be a fun one. So anyway, this is what I do to put tension on this. Just that little pleat and that piece of wood right there. That makes it easy to come on and off. And if I need to put a little angle or put a little softness on the thing, I've got some give right there. It won't make it dead flat. So that's the benefit of that. The other benefit, the side benefit of it is when you put a sandpaper thing down on a clean surface, it doesn't slide very much either, so you can just work right on it. You know what I mean? So we're going to do a little bit of that. I think I'm going to start with a heavier grit to form it out. And I think I also need to bore out the middle. Right now, I make them a little small, and I got to work my way up. And I've got small hands, truthfully, so I got to make this one a little bigger. I think I'm going to make it big enough for my ring finger. It's like, wait, let me look at my hands. And I'm going to do that probably with the Dremel, the rotary tool, the Bauer rotary tool. None of the tools on this program would be sponsored by any freaking body. Heck on it. But it can be, dog. This little thing we're going to use right there. All right, we're going to look at the skinniest side. I think that's probably it down here. Is the skinniest out of the circumference there. And that's also the harshest. So we're going to start with that because we want to kind of crown this ring. If you're looking at it from the profile, like, not a band so much like this is. We're just going to see how it goes and see if this grit will take off enough, fast enough to not bore the life out of you. Yeah, we did good already. Something started already. Awesome. Violin says he can't get over how nice pink looks on me. This is by complete happenstance that I found out that pink looks good on. I had to go to a series of funerals, and I did not want to be sad, and I didn't want the people around me to be sad. And I thought this was the happiest color. This was many years ago. And I put it on, and everybody was happy around me. Everybody smiled. when they saw me. And I think later on in life, when I took some color psychology classes and things like that, pink feels good to human beings. And as ugly as I am, pink on me seems to work. But the contrast is impeccable. You know, it's like one of those little chocolates with the cherry inside of it. You know what I'm saying? It's a good color combo. Woo! I'm reading the comments and breaking the work. Golly, let me chill. Got the big head and started ruining the work. Get back to work. Get back to work. Cordial. That's exactly right, Arami. Thank you. Father really appreciate it. I've been drinking. I don't know. True for hair. Oh, very sweet. Well then, royalty, if I was more fairly complected, I'd be blushing at your complimentary compliments. My wife is very good for my self-esteem in that way. She stops me and saying, she's very complimentary. And it's crazy because she's so much better looking than me. It's wild. But all right, so look at. Yeah, we got about. I don't want to get all the way to that ring, but I do want to get real tight on it. I'm gonna flip it over. This is a little harsher this way, but I'm gonna get it this way. The cordials are your wife's favorite, Arami? I get it. They were my favorites, right, until... You know how when you're a young guy, or I don't know if other people are this way, right? When I was young and we were kids and I would see things that other people would have, or the things that I didn't get to have because I was a kid, and like Valentine's Day, my dad would get my mom those cherry cordial. And we couldn't have them because we were kids, and it was a special thing for her and them. But every now and then, she would just slide us one over, you know what I'm saying? And so when I became an adult, I saw them joints, and I was in this is back when they were like actual candy stores in the mall with like sophisticated high-end candies and stuff. And I bought like a huge box of those things, and I just sat and watched TV and ate them until I was sick. You would think I'd be 17 in the store, but I was probably 25. Ate them until I was sick. And now I can only eat them occasionally. Rim, what's up? I'm good. I'm sorry I missed your first shot. I'm good. How are you? Oh yeah, many a kitchen pass has been acquired via chocolate cherry cordial. Yes. Did I like the painting? You must be referencing something on your side. don't know what you mean. Did I like the painting, mate? Which painting? I think I'm a little lost on this one. I'm gonna go ahead and open up the back side of this though, the inside of this, so that I get the where did you post it the first time, Ren? Maybe I saw it, and maybe I'm just drawing a little fuzzy brain fart, you know. But let me know. Should I use? No, I should not use that little tiny one. I shouldn't even be asking. I should just be getting the one that fits and does the job already. This little bugger. Oh, perfect, Rim. Thank you so much. I'll go check that thing out. I'm on your page right now. Let me see real fast. Maybe because I haven't subscribed. Let me see. I don't see any of your posts at all. Weird. Yeah, tag me. Let's get it all. Get it on the floor. Get it on the floor. Get it on the floor. Get it on. Got a party in it. Gotta go. Ride in it. Bounce in this. Alright. I'm getting beside myself. Start getting this together. Lock that in that way. Lock this in this way. So far so good on this little tool holding up. I have put a lot of work out of it over the last couple of days. Not had it a whole lot of time, but it's performing pretty good. So far so good. Kind of the bottom right here. So we're going to keep heading that way. But let me just kind of leave a little bevel. So it'll be nicer that way. Rather nice, Oh, I know. Second ring. Alright. Made it over to pinky. That's something. Let's give it a little more zest. A little more good. Doing something. Woo. Saved us. Didn't just fling it off. So now, I don't know if we can get that over my knuckle yet. This is a PG-13 channel. No, it's not. Awesome job as always. Love the laminated rings. Is that from the pieces you glued up the other night? Yes, Tiffany S. Absolutely they are. How you doing, by the way? Thanks for popping back in on me. Woo. Gotta be fast. That comes at you quick, cowboy. That comes at you real quick. Well, you need a tool that can handle the business. And a bow tie says you need business. What does it? Bling. Just kidding. Okay. I don't know how else to do this, Violin Royalty. I don't know how else to do this, okay? I don't know how else to do this to this ring without you introducing your heinous suggestions about my absolutely Christian valued behavior. How dare you, sir? How dare you? You there wanting to make some rings, then mission accomplished. I can shut this thing down for the night. I said I'm inspired. One person. If I can inspire just one kid to make a ring, then it's all worth it. Right now, we're going to work on this. Oh, we got to flip this thing. Let me flip it. Right there. We don't have a defined shape, so to speak. We have a suggested idea of what the shape could be. Yeah. Whatever that meant. Yeah, whatever he said. But because this ring is not just going to be the end of our hand, it's got to be narrow, where deep, where it intersects with two other fingers. So that's what we're doing, we're narrowing that part. Scrooge says, nice my cousin Vinny reference. Oh snap, let me go back, I missed stuff. Clamp and step drill bit? Yes. Essentially, not exactly, but essentially. Forstner bit and a hole saw bit. Irish people make their jewelry from silverware and you're making yours from wood. That's cool. Right on. Great movie, My Cousin Vinny. Great movie. These two youths, two hard youths. Did you say youths? Youths. You know, youths. Youths. Oh, excuse me. Youths. Heinous behavior. Finally a movie I know and I missed the reference. Oh yeah, got some nice little scraps of Purdue Purple Heart and Leopard wood. I bet would do nicely. That sounds exciting. Leopard wood, does that sound like what whoever named it that? Like, is it accurate? Is it leopardy? I'm feeling that little seesaw sanding board you got going on. Might need to copy that too. Oh, it's incredible. Now look at it. This is also a way to actually flat sand all kinds of stuff. Pop that bad boy out. Look at that. Back in business. Clean jean. Or you can change the grit just as easily, just as fast. Pop that boy back in. You're back with a handle on a dead flat surface to deal with. Violin says, I love the grit part. Than said hi. Hi, Than. Brother says, I guess we'll have the breakfast. What's a grit? A whore? I don't know. You just can't go wrong with Joe Pesci. You just can't go wrong with Joe Pesci. I mean, he was in Lethal Weapon, for crying out loud. A completely different character. And it was equally convincing. Equally convincing. I don't know. This ring is feeling like it should be like on some Wonder Twins power. I don't know. Like I'm liking it that way. I'm like, look at it. It looks like like it's gonna be something for somebody like shing, and then it's gonna light up, save the world. This is one of the best. If I haven't tried the Leopard wood, I bet you'd love it. I love it off the name alone. Are you kidding me? It could be the dullest wood in the world. I'm ordering some the second I get an opportunity to. Just on that. Just on that alone. Yeah, it's Leopard wood. You know what I'm saying? Can you imagine? Shaking people's hands awkwardly just to bump into. Oh, sorry about my Leopard wood. I didn't mean that. You know what I'm saying? I'll be flossing that, man. I identified with Mona Lisa when I moved to the South. Are you sure? Yes, I am sure. Are you? How could you be so sure? Well, I'll tell you how I could be so sure. Leopard wood is very grainy. And this ring, obviously, does not have a lot of grain. It's mostly vertical, like right here. Oh man, Marissa Tomei was a movement in her moment. A movement in her moment. I was truly George Costanza. I was just like George on that one. Yes. Marissa Tomei. How's your Chinese food? I've said sarcastically a lot, but also can't buy Chinese food. Hilarious. Tiffany S. wins is that there's too many Mona Lisas now. I'm so sorry. So sorry. So sorry. That almost sounded like sorcery. Where do y'all stand on people who say Grand Rising? Where you at? I'm trying to fall beyond judging those people. But I be judging them a little bit. They're like, oh, what you mean? And people be like, Happy Foreign Day. And I'm like, what? Did you not know what we meant when we said birthday? Like, it was literal. You don't have to get more literal in order for us to know what it meant. I love her in the movie Only You with Robert Downey Jr. I don't remember that. I remember the movie. I don't remember any specifics about it. Tim Reed! Hello to you, sir. Oh, y'all talking about grits. Now I want some shrimp and grits. What are you saying right now, Orami? Because that's always a good time for some shrimp and grits. There used to be a really nice little place downtown Atlanta that had the best shrimp and grits. And wildly, it's called Einstein's, but it's not there anymore. And they had that nice orange I forget what you call it or how you call it, but you know what I'm talking about. That nice orange sauce and nice big juicy shrimp. Oh, so good. So good. I used to go there once a month. My credit union was in a building not too far from there. And every time I went, I would go there. Side of fried green tomatoes. Oh. Weird thing about those for me is I only want them salty, and then after the salty level that I want them, I can only eat one. And I'm like, oh, this is so salty. But up until then, I'm like, need salt. But otherwise, I don't like tomatoes unless it's in a salsa. I can't just eat a tomato. I can't eat a tomato on a sandwich. I mean, I can, but I don't like it. Heather says, I hate HDB. If it's too long to write out, just skip it. Oh, 100%. 100%. Whenever somebody HBDs me, I send them back a TY. It's the only time that I'm sassy on the cell phone. It's the only time I'm returning stank energy. I'm like, you know what? You ain't even have to holler at me. You know what I mean? I'm just making a nice little smooth graduation down till I round out the bottom of this thing to something that looks comfortable to try. Right now, it doesn't look comfortable to try. Robert says, I don't eat raw tomatoes. I'm with you, Rob G. It's a texture thing. I can't eat slimy. I can't eat anything that could be described as slimy. Can't do it. I will return to sender immediately. Half my childhood was stealing off with a salt shaker down in my pawpaw's garden, hiding in the plants and eating myself sick. I ate them like apples. Now, Tiffany, here's what I will tell you. I will say this. Now, tomatoes that are grown in Pawpaw's garden are not what they're putting on the sandwich in Publix. You know what I mean? So, on that one, you're right. Because I do remember as a kid, as a little kid, I would eat tomatoes with my mom, and she would put salt on it. And only at my grandfather's house. So, maybe it's just that real fresh tomatoes from the garden. I grew tomatoes for a couple of years just because I like the smell of tomato plants. I don't know if y'all ever smelled a bunch of tomato plants. All season, as soon as they're starting to bloom, it's like, oh my God, it smells so good. Scoob Doob says, 2 things money can't buy. That's true love and homegrown tomatoes. Scoob Dooby, that's a fact. That's a fact. It says Tiffany agrees with us on that. Robert says, yes it is. Tiffany says, definitely got me there. The ones in the stores don't come close to those old school home garage for real. I can 100% agree with that. I think y'all right. You can still keep jumping this down. See where I'm at. Checking back in, Wes and Chat. What's up, Kerry? We enjoy you coming back. Coming back. 1990 truck dumped up on a few with a clean and a half full of clean. Clean wasn't supermarginated on top. That robo cop last year was a shot. Kids in the crib got cakes on their back. Can they come out summertime? I'm his number one fan. Yes, I am. All these kids realize that I'm the man. 6'3", maybe a quarter of an inch bigger. Still last year, but still a unique figure. Rob never got no shrimp and hot dogs. No, that I'm the man, but the born the good is my born. Let's be real all time. Can I take a rhyme? Let it be you guys financial bonds. You want and bring the noise and just bring it. All the people sing it. I don't know that song. Carrie says she ran over the mics to see what they talking about. What they talking about? Ain't talking about nothing. What they talking about? Ain't talking about nothing. What are they talking about, Carrie? Tell us. Give us the scoop. Let us know. Anyone ever seen the horror movie Begotten? If not, don't look it up. But I don't normally see that word. What's that? What's that? Daniel says, for God so loved the world, he gave only begotten Son, whoever believes in him shall not perish but have everlasting life. Judge not, lest you be judged. Love your neighbor as yourself. Okay. Yeah, I know. It's the shooting the poop over there. The shooting the poop. Shooting the poop. Oh, man. It's a nice little, I guess a little relaxation. Just kick back, chitter chat. Chitter chat. But, I just don't indulge in the same thing, so I can't keep up quite the same way. I'm a life way. Jose Camino says, hey, what's up? What's up, Jose? We're talking about the weirdest thing that someone made and tried to sell. Oh, okay. Oh, no, it's still good to the cookie. Hey, Jose. This is getting, what? This is getting hard for what? What? Wait, what? I don't know what you mean. Let me read that. Wes is getting... I'm going to give you a second to look that one over and reassess if there's another way to say whatever it is that you are saying. I don't know what that one is. I don't know what it is. I have to go in early because if I wait too long, I can't understand anything they're slurring about. Yeah, that's definitely what's happening. Oh, she's saying it's getting hard to hear. I got you, son. It's congratulations. Yeah. Yeah. I had some uncles like that growing up. Live your life. I gotta make some room. I don't like to get too, I don't like to stay in those kinds of spaces too. But like I say, I'm a lightweight. But I'm not without my vices. What we say, judge not. My friend just told me. But, you know, a lot of different kinds of good times, you know. You just try to knock this thing down further and further, getting close to like a reasonable. I wore this all day just to see if it would be comfortable or not. It was comfortable. I slept in it and I wore it all day. So, oh snap! Calvin, I jumped up in here. Hard for me to listen and keep up. Carrie didn't know that. I love her though, she said. Dad's workshop, Calvin says, hey, Wes, I see the Carries are here. Just wanted to drop in. Not just saying my truth, Carrie. You know we ain't over here doing nothing but spitting physics. That's all this channel has ever did and all we did. Tiffany says, Scoop says I always hopped in early. Yeah. It's like I've been on a few times over there. Tiffany says, all right, beautiful people, I got some of them grown folk chores to knock out real quick. Hope everyone is having a great night. We are having a great night. Thanks to you, Tiffany, coming in and hanging out with us and giving us a good time. I appreciate you. And I hope your chores go well, my friend. I hope they do. Wes keep killing it. Can't wait to see this one finished. Got me over here thinking about a bracelet to go with my ring now. You should totally do it. Totally do it. Tag me in it when you get it done. Do it. Listen. Did you know that your encouraging friends are also your best enablers? It's the same thing. It's just that you got to choose something good so that they can stand behind you, you know, because they'll help you crash out too, bless their souls. Wait. Violin Royalty says wood glasses would be cool to see. But then Violin Royalty, who's supposed to be a friend of the chat, friend of me, says wood glasses would be cool to see. And then Heather says, ooh, that's a good idea. And then Boring DIY guy says, what? Wait, first of all, I'm going to let Violin Royalty slide. I'm going to let him slide because, you know, I did all of this. I get it. His hopes are high, you know. But Heather, you know, Boring Guy DIY, two things about this gentleman. I think you had glasses on in one of your videos. So you know how hard it is to get a freaking prescription pair of lenses and a daggone. Woo. And then Heather, whose partner is a more experienced woodworker than you. He's setting me up for failure. I'm going to do it, though. I'm absolutely going to do it. But curse you all for making me. I will succumb to peer pressure. I don't know if you knew that about me. Boring Guy DIY says I have faith. You would have faith because you calculate a way to make that happen. Listen, tomorrow morning I'm going to be on here like doing a short like wooden glasses challenge. I'm going to tag you and Calvin. Wooden glasses challenge. Let's see who can do it in a week. Also, wallpaper a bathroom. I'm going to rig the whole contest. Oh, Scoop Doobie threw it right back in my face. Those are the friends you're talking about, Wes. You're right. You are so right. I should have let them talk me into drinking over there with Mike and them. Oh man, look at that. You live in the world you create, right? And now I got to do it out of zebra wood. Says Dad's workshop. That'll be the. That's the best part about it. I can stall it out a little bit. Cause I'll be like, oh, I gotta wait for the zebra wood to come in. You know what I'm saying? Ain't got no zebra wood yet. Still waiting on my shipment of the ostrich wood, leopard wood, zebra wood, some clogs. What the what? Nah, I can't do clogs, man. Do you realize the level of problems I'm gonna have as what we refer to, rightfully so in this day and age, as the short keys, right? And I put on any shoes with a heel taller than this, they're gonna call me Prince, and then I'm gonna have to kick my stilettos off and scrap. I don't want that for me. I don't want that for me. Carrie, what are you talking about? Some clogs? Oh my God. No way can I make them. I'm doing glass. Look, when I'm defaulting to making glasses, uh, uh, yeah. Did you see what you made me do? Carrie says, we realize you are so much more talented than you give yourself credit for. Yeah, man. You can drink that whole bottle. It's no problem. You're tough, right? Y'all are being. I don't know if y'all see. I don't know if y'all see the movie Paid in Full. It's a cult classic back in the day, right? And Cameron is visiting his homeboy who just got shot in the hospital. And he's in there going, it's over, B. I can't walk no more. Doc said I ain't never gonna talk right no more. It's over. And Cameron said, you'll be alright. You tough, right? Brothers get shot every day, B. It was the worst. It was so awful. Carrie says, I swear I didn't drink while I was at MISIPP. Gustavo said hi. What's up, Gustavo? Wait, how about the wood tie? What about the wood tie? What did I miss? Glasses and suspenders. I would worry that suspenders would be clunky. Do you know what I mean? And maybe a little bit much. Like, that might be a little bit, like, I don't want to be like a spectacle. I want to have like something that's like you don't even notice at first, and then like, hey, is that a, and you're like, yes it is. Flex on them. What's the Flexomatic 3000? Flex on them. Wood threads. I'll wait till I put my website back together. Flex on them. Now what I'm trying to do, give myself some nice round surfaces. Because I think I want to write on this ring. Yeah, you might have heard me right. I said that. You can see it, yeah. Making this world today takes everything back. So, what if we wrote something in there, right? What if we did that? What if it was even first? What if it was even first? Stop. I'm just kidding. I do need to make it even. Hello, TJ. What's up? West the fancy woodworker, that's right. Fancy pants MacGyver. Hear me out. Segmented tie with a cloth backing to make it flexible. Yeah, but would that look cool though? You know what I mean? Like it would have to be flowy. It would have to have flowing quality. See, look at me, like when I got these on, it doesn't take much for these to become very saggy, right? But that's what it needs to be for when I stand up, for when I sit properly. Man, I'm glad I didn't accidentally flash. My bad. You know what I'm saying? So that's the concern for me, really. For me, really. Let me touch up this water. Diamond's all against that wood. Now you got me chopped and screwed over here. I only know builders that's hot and sweaty that turn you off the page. All it needs is a wood diamond. I do love cheers, especially the Diane years. Yeah, you gotta give it up for the Diane years. Now Diane wasn't hot, but she was very clever. So I was more into the slightly thicker, what was her name? Who came later. Literally. I like what you're doing with the shape. Thank you, Carrie. TJ says, hello, sir. Easy. That's what a bow tie will get you. Not so much trust those suspenders at the moment. So much trust in those suspenders at the moment. I know, right? Kind of a faith, a blind faith. Kirstie Alley. Oh, Kirstie. Dang, back then. Refined woodworking and refined clothing. Exactly, Zeus, my brother. You absolutely get it. You're the punniest man I know, and I stand by it. Woody Harrelson. Woody Harrelson was sometimes brilliant. Sometimes he was brilliant in Cheers. He wasn't brilliant in everything, but he was brilliant in Cheers. Heather said she was describing Woody Harrelson as thick. Yo, okay. This is right. I'm gonna try to do some scribing into that ring. I am going to write in that ring. I'm gonna have to zoom in first. And while it sits, I'm gonna go touch up my water. And I'll be right back. Meanwhile, Y'all feel free to press the like button if you want to. I'll be right back. voice does it. Yeah. I'm back. I'm gonna read the chat. Let y'all see. Let me see. Yes, I'm making a ring. Like a remake of Multiple Season that has Multiple Season, Martial West making a ring, let's come back and answer the chat about each show. Sometimes my words come out right far. I can't read grade level like me, because there's no less. No judgment here, my friend. Thank you for that DIY, no words, nothing wrong. Just worried about no. No problem, Marcel. It's okay. We understand. Only one more coffee needs some cream over in the grill. I'm a scientist on the gym. Look like 10 years, reading something good water. Well, I'm kidding in front of my room windows from the ground and breathing it on. And teacher says, was not a found friend. Quick. The lady had to say, we go pursue by each other, and then they got right to abandon the marriage. I think 6 months. They heard of that arrangement. What's that home improvement house? We're going to have to keep reading everything she thought was right. Ha! Well, Rami. Cheers to that fact. All right. Let's see what we're going to do right here. First off, we need to make this even steep, baby. The only way to do that is to sand it. So what I want is the same profile. So I need to flatten first. DIY guy, you're a scientist. Is that what I read? You're a scientist. I remember Wilson being my favorite. It looks like a jewelry shop. That's the house in that fancy Papa Wilson said. Oh yeah, over there at what's called it? Well, I'm perfect handshake deal says that would be perfect handshake. I don't know. I told my wife she needs to check documents. I had some fine print in my vows. I require egg sandwiches and coffee in bed 3 to 4 times a week. In return, I will deliver the same. Steve says she's getting out of here. Sick Ring West. Thanks, Steve, man. I appreciate you. Thanks for hanging out with us. You were a good time with us tonight and a good sport. So how? Yeah, okay. Now I've satisfied a little bit of my compulsions. Still looks too fat though. That's too fat. It's too fat. Too fat. Too fat. Just gotta get narrower. Let's do it fast. Let's do it quick. Let's get it over with over here. Just make it happen. Take a quick minute, short second to de-dustify. Make sure we're going in the right direction. Now, this particular unit has been damaged and misbehaving for a while, but it keeps spinning, so I keep using it. It's as simple as that. So here we go with some more nonsense. Fast. So much faster. It is not a refining thing. It is faster. As soon as we get down to a tolerable thickness. Do it. He's drawing some power. Drawing power. That's the same grit that we have been using this whole time. In fact, it's the exact same paper itself. And we're just going to soften it. That's all we're going to do. Just going to thin it on the back, soften it on the sides. Rami says, I do believe this man is planning on doing some sanding. Okay, wait, I gotta get back in the chat. Wes, do you believe the secret to marriage is separate bedrooms? I think that no. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Ugh. I wouldn't stay in a marriage with separate bedrooms. 100% would not. Personally. Now that's me. Oh snap, breaking out power tools. You think I left them sleeping in the same bed? They're doomed is paraphrasing. Calvin says, yeah, we were talking about that the other day. I got a couple of ex-wives and a couple of close friends who also have a couple of ex-wives. That's a sure shot sign that the end is near. The end is near. The whole point of a relationship for me is the intimacy, right? And the deeper the intimacy for the partner that I choose for that intimacy, the better. You know? And the goal is generally more. And I just couldn't imagine not having my partner there if I had a bad day, bad night, bad dream. Or just, I don't know. I'm kind of this, my wife on me snuggly tight. You know what I mean? I'd be in there mad. I'd be like, what? What? Your room? What you talking about? Talking about? I'm in here. I'm in here. We have a separate room that you primarily go to or something. I don't know. Separate bedrooms. I want you snoring. I'm gonna wake up and just stop snoring. Look, hell, I look like hell when I'm in my workshop. You're not even getting dirty. I'm getting super dirty. Heather sleeps with 8 dogs and I'm a rough sleeper. We got our own spaces. But we're fine as wine. Oh, okay, well, that's a different thing. She said, I got 6 dogs and some cats in my bed right now. I get that. Folks got to do what works for them. I mean, Scoop, dude, that's a perfect example right there. You know what I mean? Everybody. Here's the interesting thing, right? We're all different. And you know how we know that? It's because when we're kids, we all feel like aliens. We all feel like we're alone and nobody else really gets what it's like to be us. And it's true. It's still true. Because we're all very unique. And you gotta learn to celebrate that. You gotta learn to be good with that. You gotta know what's good for us and our lives. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, we all have our own particulars. I think my brothers and my sisters have wonderful spouses for themselves. I wouldn't be with any one of them, not for 2 seconds. Nor would they be interested in my life. You know what I'm saying? So it takes all kinds. And it works a lot of different ways. That is for sure. And it's timing too. To be honest. I was in a throuple twice in my life. Calvin says I'm brutal in my sleep. Oh my gosh. Maybe that's why you building that bunk bed so you can be safe. Like you after y'all watch TV, you can climb up top. And everybody can be safe. Dogs won't get kicked off the bed. But that's one thing. My mom, oh my God, how 40 in the bed. I almost said I called my wife my mom. My wife has cats, and she's very personal with those cats. Like they could sleep in the bed with her when it was just her and them. They cannot sleep in the bed with me. They can't come into my bedroom because I've got contact lenses. Cat hair gets everywhere and it gets in your eyes. It's gross. It's hard. It sticks right to your contact lenses. I'm like, that's the room. That's where the blind is drawn. The cats can't come in the bedroom. If you can have separate sinks, you can have separate rooms. I hear that. You can, like I said, you can. I'm personally just too needy for that. I guess that's what I'm saying. Violin says, I love my 4 cats. They're my babies. That's how cat people are. You got to accept that about them. But you gotta draw the lines, you know what I'm saying? So the babies won't have your black suit looking crazy when you not know it, you know what I'm saying? You get out the car and you got all kinds of stuff stuck on you. Carrie says, see, I would not give up sleeping with my dog. See, we all got our lines. You know what I mean? See, I personally, I wouldn't be able to date a dog woman. Like a person, a woman who has a dog, because I immediately begin to replace the dog. I immediately become competitive with the dog. That dog's like, who's at the door? I'm like, shut up, I'll get the door. I get, you know, I'm the protector now. You gotta get out of the way, Muttley. I'm security now. I'm protecting the humans from you, not the other way around. Like I said, we all got our own things. Boom. That went on there pretty sweet. Let me get this off. Yeah. Yeah. Now we gotta write something in there. We gotta carve. We gotta do some carving. Still pretty big. Man, my knuckles. Ugh. All those piano lessons. No, I'm kidding. That came from punching stuff. Alright. While we're blowing this stuff, let me get my water. Here. Second, let me get my air over here. That's better, right? I'm not even playing games with y'all. Y'all want me over with them glasses. I think I'm gonna try to do that. I don't freaking know how. But I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna have to figure out how to charge somebody. Kevin says those dogs are way better bedfellows than I am. That's sometimes the case. Some British people love their horses and dogs more than their spouse. See, here's the weird thing though about my wife gets very hot very quickly. I generate a lot of heat, but I am always cold. So I overheat her at night, and she has to climb out from the covers. I combustible in a sleep scenario. So we gotta do what we gotta do. Violin, I do not play the piano. I was just talking smack. I do not, dog. The level of personal insight and accountability is one of the things I love about Wes's chats. Yeah, these folks are good people. Some British people Heather says, doesn't speak much for their relationship. I prefer animals to most people. Oh, I think there are Americans who love horses and dogs more than people. This is true. Horses make money, says Heather B. That's true. Calvin says, I always thought that was bananas. Make sure you're not drinking wood water. You need a lid. Yeah, I've still got my little doohickey over there, but I definitely moved this way out of the way when I was making making wood soup over here. Making that good old pine tea. Alright, we gotta figure out what we're gonna write in here. We're doing that. I was gonna do it with the 5-finger ring. I still might. But maybe we'll try it here first. Yeah, let's do it. It's probably going to mean you guys are going to get heck close to me. Yeah. And then you have to sit like that if that's comfortable for you. I don't want you to feel as if I'm making you do anything that you don't want to see. Just like all 90s R&B, don't talk, just listen. Yeah. Oh, snap. I always thought that was bananas. Me too, Heather. There aren't many of them. Vitamins, fiber. LOL. Yes, we are the loving-minded, like-minded individuals. Fibers and vitamins in the wood water. That's right. Who needs Metamucil? Love your tie not once. Did it twice. Right on, Carrie. You can be the 6 rings woodsman like Michael Jordan. What? Oh, I walk around with a bunch of rings? That would be wild. That would be wild. Like those old guys that wear like a bunch of like mid-range jewelry, but all at once, and with the hopes that it's gonna make them look wealthy. Be like, I'm the woodman. How you doing, Jack? I'm the woodman. Hey, woodman. Hey, baby. What it is? Woodman, you gonna make a ring, daddy? You know I am. I'm the woodman, ain't I? Is grass green? Is love lovely? Then the woodman gonna make wood do what it do. You dig? I can dig it, woodman. I know you could, good. Made that whole scenario, y'all. I need to get this a little bit lower. So you can be just to be close to you, girl. So, problem is, this stuff is not going to cut easy. It's just not. It's not going to file super easy. But we're going to have to cut these letters in here, nonetheless. I wonder if there's a way to get you up over the top. Maybe. Okay. It has started. Oh no. Oh no. He's waiting in the front door. There's 7 faces same clothes. I'm still thinking most of them. Oh no. But who's killing me back door? It's going to do the middle. All right. Hope I didn't blow my tool away. It's been known to happen. I think the key, we're talking about relationships in there, not a lot. Spot an old money-rich person, you need to wait until they talk about where they're summer. Where'd you do summer? And then they ask you if you're doing a stats check. You never talk about money. Yeah, Violin. That's how I got that hold on that table. By doing that rank. But what the friggity frack did I do with my wrench? My little bitty baby wrench for this thing. Maybe I didn't blow it on top of my table and send it I got one piece of sugar baby in the bag. So, get in my belly. Sorry if I'm ignoring your chat. I'm not intentionally doing so. I'm just trying to keep from killing myself. From killing myself. From killing myself. Killing myself. What's you like your therapist? We like to open up to you. Definitely. I'm with it. Calvin illustrating how people get uppity and flex their place of dwelling in their righteousness, social hasten or decline. Whichever we shall I don't know how this is going to work out, if I'm being honest with you. But I'm always being honest with you. I don't. This might be one of those experiments where we go, oh yeah, that's not how you do it. But we're going to give it a shot with our best guess. And then we'll evolve past it. You know what I mean? So, we'll move forward with the confidence of 1,000 leopards. I don't know what that looks like, but it sounded powerful. 1,000 leopards? Jeez. You gotta see this. That is a lot of leopard. 1,000? How do you even keep the peace in the pack? That's the pride. It is pride. But it's all cats. Are all cats that group of pride, or is it just lions? I never heard of a pride of tabbies. You know what I mean? What say you, chat? See, we don't judge on this channel, we just watch. Yep. He's like, what? You're pretty weird. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's double. It's cool. It's cool. It's cool, let's say. You is who you is. Cat colony over lion pride. That makes sense. Yes, this is a wood ring. What's good, Jason? How you doing? What's going on? Lawrence, I missed you creeping in. I apologize. Cats and lions' eyes are also different too. Their eyes are more like reptiles. Gasp. Word? I had no idea. You know who has weird eyes? Goats. I find it difficult to love goats because of their eyes. You know what I mean? I had a client who had goats, and I was like, oh my God, they're so cute. And I went over to like pet the goat, and then his little square pupils looked up at me, and I was like, gross, you're the devil. It's all true. And then I got away from that goat immediately. Goats and horses have very similar eyes. Oh no! I'm not going to be able to look at horses the same if you tell me that. Rami says goats, sheep, and deer have very similar eyes. I don't get that close to deer very often, so I'm cool with that, with them. And I don't dislike goats, but their eyes are creepy. Creep me out. I don't like it. Okay. Scared. Gross. Stupid goat. Stupid dogs. Stupid goat. I think I'm gonna have to use the thingamabob on this one. Get it. I'm gonna thingamabob. Let me just let you know right now. Wax sauce. I don't know if you're worn out or what, but boo on you. Not the performance of a lifetime. Get it? Yep. Let's see if we get this little piece out of here, though. Cutting my glove. Cutting my doggone glove off. Now if I get infected, it's your fault. It's all your fault. I'm gonna have to take the rap on this one, Johnny. Can't go back, man. Can't go back. Trying to find an appropriate file. Yeah, looks good. I wonder if doing this with negative space was not the right thing to do. The only file that seemed to work good was the big ones. What's that about? This feels like it might be too narrow to get chisels involved, you know what I mean? So I'm not entirely sure. sure how to go about this. Okay. I think it's just that walnut is dumb hard. And then it hits this cherry, and the cherry is an entirely different thing. I need to put a knife on this thing is what I need to do. A blade. What am I doing? I got a whole carving kit. I forgot. Freaking carving tiny little blades for junk like this. I'm kit rich. I have not been fully basking in it. Settle down, Beavis. Nice and slow. I will tell you this, that these little carving knives here are not out the box as sharp as a typical chisel that I have, but I'm going to try because they're the proper size. Maybe we gotta strop them. Yeah, let's strop these real fast. Real fast. They came with straps. Why not use it? Way better than a cut my thumb. Right? Not that I wouldn't love to cut my thumb. Right now, I'm not really in a space for that, if that makes sense. Kind of like my thumbs uncut. Not to say I won't ever like my thumbs cut. Not today. And not with you. Hey Flossie, how you doing? So how is everyone? We good? We good? Doing good here. There you are being all organized again, having everything together. Whew. Flossie, if you could only see how much chaos has occurred in your absence. Oh, look at that. I didn't even know that happened. It's all right though. Indeed, that's better. My finger. She's gonna have to come off, Bobby. She's gonna have to come off, friend. If you're in the chat and talking to me, I'm sorry. If you're in the chat and you need my AT&T, you need attention. If you're in the chat and you're talking, and I'm over here just walking around, I'm sorry that you need to feel like I was ignoring you. I'm just trying to keep from cutting off my finger. I'm just trying to keep from ruining my ring. I'm gonna talk to you in just a second or two. If you could just wait patiently. Do-do-do-do-do. Yeah. Nice cousin. Oh, this is better, this is better, this is better, this is better. I think this is gonna get better. Hey, how's it going, Wes? What's up, Kevin? How you doing? How you doing? You're missing Mike is making stuffs live. Okay. He's missing mine. Carrie says I bounce back and forth. That's what's up. I'm in 3 lives right now. There's so much great stuff going on. Says Flossie. That's what's up. That is what's up. They used to call that short attention span theater, and that is the place for me. I'll tell you that. It's good to have options, that is for certain and for sure. And there's some really good channels out there right now. Some fun places to learn some cool stuff. Or just to see stuff, you know. I'm mostly being there to learn stuff from peoples. Do a little socializing somewhat. You know what I'm saying? Online's a good place to meet and or greet. This is good, getting better as I get a little deeper. Tell your own dad jokes on that one. They're having House in the Park in Atlanta this weekend, I think. How do you guys feel about house music? Curious. I can't do it. I mean, I don't dislike it. Because who can't listen to house music? It's just but it looks very liberating somewhat. But like almost so liberating that it agitates me a little bit. It's weird. It's weird. People start dancing to house music and all I can see is toddlers aimlessly flailing. I feel like toddlers that can't dance. Isn't it awful? I feel that way about such wonderful folks. And they whack music. I mean, their musical choices. I think Calvin was telling me he was from where go-go is king. Take a break from avoiding chopping my finger off and check the chat out. On Friday, he does not do anything, just chats. THB, it's okay, I'm down, don't love it or hate it. It's happy, says Heather. Good to move your feet though, just be free. LOL, why so angry at toddlers? I never worry about what they say, it matters how it feels. Adults often remind me of toddlers. Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's true. I might just be hating because I don't have that kind of internal liberation. You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot for me to just naturally unwind. I'm kind of uptight. And I'm kind of on guard a lot. So, I don't know. I'd really be out there like, you guys have no idea what I do to keep you safe enough to do this. I'm the one looking out for problems in the parking lot. Me. Just kidding. Sorta. The toddlers are awesome. You know, but there really is, I do genuinely say this to my wife, right? I get aggravated at a certain level of unexplained glee. I really do have a little unexplained part of me that's like, what are you smiling about? Right? It's awful. I recognize it, so I'm able to correct it, like emotionally. I'm like, what are you doing? Let's chill out. I'm like, what? And then I'm like, oh, okay. And then I'm cool after that. But right away, the first impulse is like, what are you smiling about? Idiot. It's crazy. Look at the universe punishing me right now. How dare you, Wesley? How dare you dish your fellow human? Shred your walnut. Feel my wrath. Oh, can you even see that? Was that too close? I'm sorry. I had to treat this part like some actual woodworking going on. You know what I mean? Now, I don't know how I'm going to make this next letter do what it's supposed to do. You know? What I'd like it to do anyway. You know? Could cheat a little bit. I don't think we can. Maybe we can't. We need a smaller. How dare we say it? An even smaller chisel. Just do a quick stropping. Strap. Bass, strap. Bass, strap. Oh, I don't know about that. Heather says exactly, it's hard to let go, so I get envious when I see people feeling. That's what I be doing, Heather. But, you know, that's the liberation. We're always, we know inherently we're looking for a certain amount of liberation. You know? So that's why we all admire it when we see it. The truth is, we all just crave safety. The safety of our own reflection, whatever that may be in a time, in a moment. We just want to be able to express it. And that's 100% valid and fair. And we should be able to express it. Can you tell what I'm doing yet? Maybe. Maybe. But I'll be right back. Carrie says, I'd like you to move that camera. I'm going to get with you in just a second. Definitely. No problem. But I'm going to be right back. Cali. Wrote my rhymes in the alley. Came back street and came off the rock bells. I'm almost back. Almost back. All right, I'm almost back. Sorry for blowing in the ears. Me too. All right, battle around, battle around, battle around, bum, 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 bum. Don't always get what you want. Don't always get what you want. But if you try sometime, you might just find you get what you need. How about it? Do you get what you need? I guess that's the question. You're all after some security. And we're all here. It's a strong indicator that you are getting what you need. Unsolicited advice. Best does it. All up in your business. YouTube. Let me go back and read a little bit of this. Oh, snap. My monitor's out. I gotta plug it in so I can read your chitter chats. The chitter chats of your feet. Clicking taps and clicking taps, keyboards, and saying they are my friends. You know. Quite lovely friends, indeed. Alright, chat's back up. Sorry guys, I was flipping around. Money won the laser. Lawrence Al just says, I'm having a little anxiety now and the pins component set up the top half is messed up. Had to get another replay part. I thought it was coming today. Oh, that's a bummer. It being a holiday weekend, I don't know if it's going to be on time. Yeah, I am having a similar scenario with a banking situation. This holiday is going to hold up some stuff. But, you know, in the meantime, I got what I need. But I do feel you. I get a little anxiety when I'm waiting on things and I have an expectation and it doesn't come within the parameters of that expectation. I am really trying really hard, learning to not carry as much expectation as I generally log around with me. Just so that I don't have as much to worry about. You know what I mean? I think that sometimes key. Find less things to worry about. Less stressors. But if you try sometime, you might just find you got what you need. Hopefully I can keep shredding this. How y'all feel about that angle? I don't know if I can't see it while I'm doing it. Just have to look at the chat. Terry says, I know for me it stems from not doing what I really want. Kevin says, I have panic attacks, I deal with them by putting on music, lay down, close my eyes, and focus on breathing and the music. Hey Kevin, I would like to offer you some unsolicited meditation. Now, when I first got to art school here in Atlanta, like many of my classmates, we were from somewhere entirely different. We were having big city stress, right? And they had the brilliance to give us a class to manage stress levels. Like we literally was taking a class on how to just deal. And one of the things that we did was, this also works for putting yourself to sleep. So if you're on the phone, or if you're listening in and you're in a relaxed state, I apologize. But basically, you take a lie down and you take that deep breath in, you hold it a little bit, and then you let it fall out. You don't blow it out, you just let it fall out of your mouth. And then focus on, as you're continuing your breathing, start at your toes and you relax your toes. Just your toes, one toe after the next, one foot after the next. Spread them and let them relax. And then you relax the heels of your feet and the arch of your feet. And you just let them relax. And then you do your ankles. You let them relax. You consciously, as you breathe, allow and feel your ankles relax. You continue with your body through every single joint, one at a time, and you just allow it to relax. You imagine your breath is a cloud, and it is just flowing through your body. And as you relax these individual parts, you embrace that your breath is flowing through. And it will relax your body. What it will be doing is making the connection to your conscious mind, to your subconscious mind, to your breathing, to your body. And it will strongly enforce that connection and allow you to consciously put yourself in a state of relaxation. But it will be authentic and you will go into a state of relaxation. And there's no resistance because it is you. Anyway, that worked for me. I don't want to sound like a know-it-all. You have to go over there and see what's going on in chat. What's going on in that chat? This doesn't ignore you all day long. Who is the man? Don't pay attention to his chest. Where's the... Dang. Alright, I'm over here. I'm over here looking at your chats. Carrie says it stems from not doing what I really want. And then Heather says, I refer to it as a miracle, Flossie. I wish everyone could get it. It's a great idea, Kevin. But same thing what you have with you, our friend. Everybody freaks out when you're filling it up other cups and your cup is empty. Good thinking. Sorry, Lawrence, that you're not getting what you expected yet. Still falling off his teenage sons. Well, don't put too much stress on yourself about it or pressure on yourself about it. Make the effort, but we don't always have the capacity to own the result as we imagined it. But still, possibility. I mean, I'm sure it'll arrive. I'm sure you have a little bit of time to work on it. Maybe not what you expected, or take your time. Bring it over when you're done. I don't know your circumstances, of course, and I hope I'm not simplifying it, overly simplifying your circumstance, but I do know that panic and being upset about it doesn't improve it. So I do wish you some peace, bud. Who is a man? Look up for his brother, man. Yeah. Yeah, right. Who is a man? Help you when you need a hand. Nice, does it? Cook me on. West Desert, you need t-shirts. I need t-shirts with suspenders on them is what I need. I'm gonna start putting some merch together. I gotta do some brainstorming. What do you guys think? What do y'all want to see? Like, what would you want? What would you want out of a West Desert store? I mean, obviously, wooden violins. Aside from that, what would it be? It says West Desert. I might have to get better at this lettering I already see. Why don't you ask a question? They completely ignore the chat. Okay. Alright. Kidding. I'm coming. Y'all gotta be the most patient chat in the history of chat. Oh, there's only 6 of you in here. Jesus Christ. No, I'm just kidding. T-shirts with West Desert and stickers, says Heather. Everything will work out in the end. This too shall pass. Clothes are always a plus. All medical problems, money issues, because of my medical issues, I'm not able to make extra money to alleviate my money problem. Wes, can you show your watch? That's my watch. You have to see where that would be stressful, Kevin, says Flossie. Oh, it says, I'm sorry, it says Carrie. Yeah, Kevin, I've been sick my whole life. I know the feeling, says Lawrence. Life is a hurdle, a speed bump after hurdle, but the only way out is through trust and faith is important. Lawrence says, I'm like a car in a junkyard. They keep taking parts, but don't put back. Oh no. Watch made out of wood. Yes. Thanks. I wanted my husband to see it. Tell him try going to Bobo Bird. BOBOBIRD. If they still exist. I got this watch maybe 5-6 years ago as a gift. There's also a company called Original Grain. They also make wooden watches. And I also have one of those. I don't remember. It's somewhere. I think it's upstairs. But they are super lightweight. They're very comfortable. I will warn you, people do not like to work on them though. You're gonna have to hunt a little bit to get your battery changed. Can't get it to focus all that great. It's not super clean, but yeah. deep. It went too deep. Crap. Ugh. Ugh. Disgusted now. That is such a mistake. But I am like, I feel like it's kind of halfway making me reckless. You see what happens? Okay. It's just a thing that happens. It's just a stupid thing. It looks terrible magnified. Yeah. Let me show you. See that O? I butchered that O just now. All the rest of it was like semi-salvageable. I'm gonna butcher that E. Ugh. Ugh. Carrie, I'll catch up with you later too. Thanks for hanging out. Big Mix, what it is, what it is. Baby kisses, good to see you. I'm getting out of here. I'm not happy. This is not. Ugh. I'm not happy with this, not even a little bit. I mean, I'm happy in that the attempt was valid, right? Yeah, I tried, but the lettering, it's not a thing we can freestyle, apparently. It's just not. And I'm going to have to do way better than that for me to care about it. So, I am going to take a second to, well, I mean, you know, I guess. I mean, some of it was nice. Some of it was going good. But, you know, the part of doing good work is you have to recognize when you're doing or you have done bad work. Otherwise, you'll just be walking around in a state of ignorant utopia, which is nice, you know, from a marital standpoint, but from very little of, you know, not very many other situations. Oil it up, look at it, and pick it back up. All right, Lawrence, have a great and blessed weekend. We'll see you. Thank you so much, buddy. Carrie, again, thank you for hanging out with us tonight. It was a blessing and a pleasure. Same for you, baby kisses. Thank you for hanging. Thank you, Lawrence, for hanging. And your interaction was very appreciated. And the rest of y'all, Calvin, Heather, if you're still in here, thank you so much for your time and your efforts on this channel. It's always a blessing. It's always appreciative. And I always appreciate having you in here. But now I'm going to just polish this ring up that I do care about. And then we'll, I don't even know if this will work on it, but I'm gonna do it. Oh, I'm untwisting it. I'm going the wrong way. All right, let's go. Let's slow that down a little. Hate where they put that button. Oh, I put that button in the wrong place. Good. The polishing, the ring turned out crappy. That is true. I can sand it down and make a smooth ring. I don't know. I kind of ruined the rim too. I can potentially sand it down and make a different set of letters, but who knows? It looks pretty bad. But how many can we get out of here? We got 2 so far. So, next time, right? Baby Kisses says use a diamond burr. I'll take whatever advice I can get because I need some. But in the meantime, thank you all. Yeah, I'm gonna head out to try. Thank you all for hanging out with me in this wooden tie. I think looks good with the copper. I think that worked out nice. Goes good with my watch. This ring that we made, but not this ring that we made because this was trash. Unfortunately, we gave it a go, but you can't win them all. The exception that proves the rule. West don't do it. West don't always do it. But I do thank y'all for hanging out. I'm always going to try, and I'm always going to get around to doing it. I will do it better next time. Thank you so much for being so cool. Baby Kisses, you're so sweet. I appreciate it. Kevin Ellis said, wow, I didn't see that bow tie earlier. Super fancy tonight. Yeah, Kevin, we built this bow tie. This is a wooden bow tie that we made on live a couple days ago out of 100-year-old chestnut, of all things. Today we put these rings on it so that it would hold and we could actually wear it. You know what I mean? So we were being fancy, trying to be cool, see if we could get some sort of movement in the rhythm of our jive. Baby Kisses said, I never seen anything yet like that. Well, it was just earlier. You know, no big deal. But I got shorts of it, and you can go back and see the lives where I did this. It's labeled appropriately, I think, but you can just skip through and find the good parts if you want to. But right now, I think I'm going to go up and say hey to my wife. And I'm going to say goodnight to y'all. Love y'all. Thank you so much for hanging out with me tonight. I really do appreciate it. Like I said, I got to get some of this stress off me with something, and this is how I do it, and you guys hang out with me while I do it, and I really appreciate that. See y'all later. Peace, peace, peace. Thank you, Kevin. You have a good night. Baby Kisses, you have a good night. West does it.